Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and it's spooky here in Hearthstone because it is Hallow's End, and with Hallow's End comes a few particular things, including dual class arenas. Welcome to the arena! You have an extra arena ticket. Don't worry about the usual entrance fee this time. That's good because I rarely make back the gold that I spend in the arena. I'm not very good at it, but with a free arena, I'm going to give it a go. We first choose our base hero. We have the choice of Hunter, Rogue, or Shaman, and I'm going to pick Rogue, I think.
They'll never see it coming.
I hope they won't, otherwise they'll be able to counter it. Then I pick a hero power. We could be a Rogue Warrior, a Rogue Hunter, or a Rogue Warlock, and I am going to pick Rogue Warlock. I'd like to get that life tap ability please, and to be able to select from both classes cards when I'm drafting my arena deck. Let's go. First choice we have here is Charge Devilsaur, Phantom Militia, or Necrium Blade. And that is going to be a tricky choice indeed. That gives me a lot of taunts, and a reliable early game taunt if I do draw it early. Charge Devilsaur is a very late game card, and the Necrium Blade will mean that I want to pick more Death Rattle effects, and which one do I go for? They're all pretty decent at what they do, but I'm going to pick the weapon, I think. Wait a minute, I don't want to pick the weapon necessarily because I have this hero power. I think I'll pick the Phantom Militia. And my other choices are Magma Rager, no thank you, Marsh Drake, or Skelemancer. If I had the Rogue hero power, the Marsh Drake would be pretty good. As it stands, probably going to pick the Skelemancer. Actually, the Skelemancer is a really low impact minion. Unlikely to get killed by anyone, so really I might want to stick with the Marsh Drake. I ended up picking the Marsh Drake anyway. Who knows, I may get Mortal Coil. Okay, we have Fan of Knives, Soulfire, or Firefly. Firefly is a very good early game drop. Soulfire is really good at dealing with a minion at the cost of my, one of my cards, and Fan of Knives is good at dealing with lots of really weak minions. A spell or Firefly? I'm not considering Soulfire here. I think I'm going to go with the early game minion. I'll get other chances for spells, like a Spirit Bomb here. Not really thinking about a Spirit Bomb. That is a lot of damage to myself. Divine Shield is nice, and that minion's pretty good if I get myself damaged on the turn that I play it. But that effectively makes it a 5-drop, unless I have something that deals damage without me playing any more mana. Which would not really be that much, or anything apart from soulfiring my face. Tricky. I'm going to go with the more dependable... No, actually, there are going to be opportunities for me to play this, so I'll select that. Backstab, Vulgar Homunculus, and Cheap Shot. Vulgar Homunculus is a pretty good taunt. We'll go with that. Youthful Brewmaster, Shiv, or Steel Rager. Steel Rager is a reliable way of dealing 5 damage to a minion. Shiv draws me a card though, and Youthful Brewmaster, don't really see much use in Youthful Brewmaster. So, I'm gonna go with a Steel Rager here. Steel Rager might not be too bad. I think it's better than what I have here. Okay, another Vulgar Homunculus, a Fire Plume Phoenix, or a Cheap Shot. Fire Plume Phoenix, pretty decent minion. We have Frost Rider, a Tar Creeper, or an Argent Commander. We don't really have that many late game cards. Argent Commander, we'll pick that. Right, Night Prowler, not likely to be played on a board with nothing on it. Cloak Scale Chemist, not very powerful. Master of Disguise it is. Ooh, okay. See a Lich King? Pick a Lich King. Not bad. Doubling Imp, really good minion. Going to take that. Fairy Dragon, Rotten Apple Bomb, and Raven Caller. Don't have any 5-drops, Rotten Apple Bomb it is. Igneous Elemental, Bronze Gatekeeper, Loot Hoarder. That gives me lots of other minions, but Loot Hoarder's a pretty good 2-drop, and I need more of them. Now between these, Voidwalker is also pretty good. Death Speaker has its uses and so does Egg Napper, but I'm going to pick Voidwalker. Now, Missile Launcher, not very good. Razor Petal Lasher, not very good. Tark Reaper, pretty decent. We'll go with that one. Mad Bomber, Tanglefur Mystic, or Shadow Bolt? Shadow Bolt is pretty good removal, so I'm going to pick Shadow Bolt here. Do I want a big minion? I could always do with more big minions. Violet Worm it is. Now, Wargear, Mecharoo, or Dragon Slayer. There are probably quite a few dragons in Arena, so I'll go with Dragon Slayer. Blink Fox, Assassinate, or Cheap Shot? Blink Fox for another 3-drop. I have lots of 3-drops. Need something a little bit later or earlier. Arcane Dynamo? Not that many spells for a rogue that are 5 or more that I want to play. Then again, we have Stonehill Defender, another 3-drop. I'll pick another 3-drop, why not? Do I have anything that requires spell damage? No. I think Gnomish Inventor will be good here. Don't want the Reckless Rocketeer. Omega Defender. That's probably the best of all of them, so I'll take Omega Defender. Another Master of Disguise or a Blackwalled Pixie. Not considered. Then again, the Lab Recruiter is a 2-drop. I'll take the Lab Recruiter. Oh dear. Do I want a 5/5 with Stealth or a 5/5 with Weapon Removal? Given the choice, I'll take the Weapon Removal. I have enough minions that can provide me with Stealth, and by enough I mean 1. Which Hyper would draw me a Firefly or a Voidwalker? There is the Tuskar Fisherman, but that's not going to get me any spell damage effects, but it is a 2-drop. And I do need more of them, so I'll pick a 2-drop. Now, Sleepy Dragon is a good late game card. How many demons do I have? I have 1 demon, I have 3 demons, I have 3 demons. But this is fairly, flexible. I could use it to deal damage to an opposing minion as well, so I'll pick Demon Fire. This makes any selections of demons that much better. Feeding Time, not feeling that. Plated Beetle. Ooh, Piloted Reaper, Tar Lurker, or Betrayal. Tar Lurker is a pretty good roadblock. I'm going to pick Tar Lurker. Now, Drain Soul, Grim Necromancer is just a really good card. And finally, Doomguard, Shadow Flame, or Witchwood Grizzly. Shadow Flame is potentially my only area of effect removal, so I'm going to go with Shadow Flame. I have no idea how well this deck is going to go. It has a lot of early game, not a lot of late game. It has a few 1-cost minions. I won't make any predictions. Let's just go in and find an opponent. It is the year of the Raven indeed, and who knows what foes I will face. Hopefully foes that have decks on a similar power level to mine. And this is when my first opponent crushes me! We will only find out by letting this find an opponent. There's an opponent! Are you a worthy opponent? You always are.
Valera versus Thrall!
A Shaman Hunter.
Watch.
I could do with some early game right now. Demon Fire might be really useful here. I'm going to just get rid of that 3-cost spell. Not a bad hand. Could coin out the Vulgar Homunculus, and then Demon Fire it.
Happy Hallow's End.
It's not a bad turn 1, turn 2. I hope they don't. A 2/4. Soon to become a 4/6, a very powerful early game minion. You're thinking about... Nope, you decided not to do anything. That's to my benefit. Aggressive plays? Why not?
That's incredible.
It's not bad. Hopefully you don't have a freezing trap or something like that. Crushing Hand. That's fine. You're now heavily overloaded, which means I can play a Stonehill Defender.
Out of my jungle.
We have to go deeper. We must find more taunts. We could always lab recruiter the Stonehill Defender. Let's play another one.
Out of my jungle.
And get... Ooh, that's a pretty good one. We'll take a Primordial Drake. Now let's see what our opponent plays. A Nightmare Amalgam.
Smelly fish.
A spell damage Nightmare Amalgam. We have our own spell damage. We actually have an opposing dragon here.
At last! A worthy fool.
Nice, because the Amalgam counts as all. Let's tap, I think. There we go. A Blink Fox. Not bad. Now, what are you going to play? I have a lot of cards here. Lightning Bolt. And a Piloted Reaper. And you're not going to attack. Okay. Let's think about this. We could use the Steel Rager to get through that Piloted Reaper. We could also just play the Doubling Imp. That might not be a bad idea. Doubling Imp into what, though? Let's Blink Fox first. See what we get. Heck, that's pretty useful.
Stop copying me!
We'll get some 2/2s, and we'll be aggressive. We'll make the opponent make the trades, and hope that they don't have Unleash the Hounds, or something like that. Or Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm would be pretty bad. 6 mana? You can do a lot with 6 mana.
Look out below!
Ooh, a Goblin Bomb! And a Secret. And you're going to trade. Okay. Trade there, trade there. Now, we have the Lich King next turn. We could clear everything using a Shadow Flame. I'm very tempted to do so. Why not? Do you have... No, you did not have a 2-drop or less in your hand. Let's see what happens if I do this. The answer is, it's an explosive trap, as I thought. And then we'll get some more Blink Foxes.
I want you, and you, and you.
We'll have all of them.
Job done.
It's a nice card to give me lots of extra fuel. It's not going so badly so far, but we don't know what thing the Shaman's going to play on turn 8. Tidal Surge. And a Tar Creeper. Not an aggressive card, which means that I can quite safely play the Lich King.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Please don't turn into a frog. Please? I ask nicely. Ooh, Death Coil. That'll get through that taunt quite nicely.
The universe unravels.
Fortunately, you cannot get a Hex from that, because you specifically get spells that are 5 or more. Hero Power. And no attack. Well, that's not going to work out for you. We, do this. And I feel like just hitting you for 8, and then another 3, and then playing another Blink Fox. What do we get? Not bad. Steel Rager has a use here. Rush for 5. Marvelous. We have a decent board here. And an anti-magic shell. Very useful, if we can get it off. Oh, there's the volcano. I was waiting for a volcano. Oh, okay.
Happy Hallow's End.
We have lots of things that we can do here.
My eyes.
There's an Earthen Ring Farseer for a little bit more health, and Rotten Apple Bomb,
Rot into my coat.
and a Gnomish Inventor. Ooh, and a Firefly. We'll play that as well. Because that anti-magic shell is going to have a lot of things that will hit it potentially, unless you have more board clears. You may. Bomb Toss. Okay.
Unity. Precision.
Ziliax for Magnetic. Ooh. That's quite neat. Fortunately, we do have a board clear here. We do that, and then we Primordial Drake. clear everything. And then a plated beetle. We'll get that anti-magic shell off at some point. That's a hex target if ever I've seen one. Good thing we have this hex, eh? A massively devastating worm. Ribbit. Is now no problem at all.
The dark path is my
And I think I'll just play lots of minions here. Hopefully that's not a second volcano. If it is, we then Violet Worm. Lightning Storm, that's actually not so bad. That was a lot of high rolling there on the Lightning Storm, but we can deal with this. Let's see, we play Violet Worm.
for the
And then we just go face a bit here. We don't need to tap, we have plenty more fuel than the opponent has.
Ooh.
Fungal Enchanter. Another hero power to me. We're going to get rid of that 6-2.
For the master.
There we go. And Link Fox for more things. Ooh, a Fire Elemental. Very nice. And 7. Volcano would clear everything, but then I'd have a lot more minions.
You win this one.
Well played. A first win. The first match led to victory. Will the other ones? That remains to be seen. And when we come back, folks, that key is slightly better, but will it get better still? I hope so. But we have to win more matches for that to happen. Hopefully this deck will take me moderately far. Typically I tend to go about 2 or 3 wins in Arena. I got 7 wins once when they gave us the free arena when Goblins vs Gnomes came out, and there was another one that I got for free where I managed to get to 9 wins somehow, though I don't remember what that one was for. It was probably a while ago anyway. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.